In this video, we're going to look at the solution to the January the 7th Corbett's Conundrum. So the conundrum says, find the product of all the real solutions of 8 to the power of x squared plus 4x plus 3 equals 16 to the power of x squared plus 5x plus 6. So if you haven't tried this conundrum, pause the video, have a go now, and in a moment then I'll go through the solution. Okay, so to do this question, what I would do is I personally would be looking at the 8 and 16. Now, both of these numbers are 2 to the power of something. 8 is 2 cubed, so I'm just going to write 2 cubed instead of 8, and then I'm going to write x squared plus 4x plus 3. And again, 16, well, that's 2 to the power of 4, so I'll just write that down, and that's to the power of x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the indices or indice law, power of a power. So in other words, if you've got a certain number, let's call it x to the power of a, and you've got that raised to the power of b, you can times the two powers together. So that would be x to the power of ab, just timesing the powers together. So in other words, what I'm going to do is I'm going to times the 3 by the power, the quadratic, the x squared plus 4x plus 3, and then I'm also going to times the 4 by this power. So if I do that, I'm going to get 2 to the power of 3x squared plus 12x plus 9, and on the other side I'm going to get 2 to the power of 4x squared plus 20x plus 24, multiplying this whole thing by 4. Now I've got 2 to the power of something equals 2 to the power of something. Well, for those to be mathematically equal to each other, those to be equal to each other, the two powers have got to be the same. So in other words, that's going to lead us to 3x squared plus 12x plus 9 equals 4x squared plus 20x plus 24. So I've got that equation. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve it, and then we'll get the real solutions to it. Once we have the real solutions, we'll then times them together to get the product. Okay, so I'm just going to extend the page, give myself a bit more room. So we're taking 3x squared off both sides, or actually bringing everything to the other side. We're going to get 0 equals 4x squared take away 3x squared, which is x squared. 20x take away 12x, well that's going to be plus 8x. And 24 take away 9, well it's going to be equal to plus 15. Now this quadratic is nice, it factorizes nicely, so we're going to get x plus 5 plus 3. So we've got our solutions. X would be equal to minus 5, or x would be equal to minus 3. And the question says to find the product of the real solutions, so we need to times them together. So timesing those together will give us minus 3 times, or minus 5 times minus 3, which is equal to 15. And that's it. So to that question, what we've done is we first of all started by looking at the base numbers, the 8 and the 16. We wrote those both as 2 to the power of 3 and 2 to the power of 4. I used the power of a power law, so I times the powers together to give me 3x squared plus 12x plus 9 and 4x squared plus 20x plus 24. And then because they're both 2 to the power of something, I put the powers equal to each other and then just solve that equation, got the solutions, times them together, and that's it.